Hello, SwitchlegCraig here, Wright, Wyoming. Today is August 20th, 2014. It is Wednesday, Mercury Day, and this is my daily, nightly journalistic ritual. Today's been a rather good day. Today has been a good day. Things seem to get strange. For me, I get real sensitive heading into the new moon. Right now, I know we're pretty close, heading into the August new moon. You know, they say people get real sensitive around the full moon, and I do, and I've noticed that for years. But the last couple of years, I've noticed my sensitivity to the new moon. Anyway, yep, I had to go into Gillette, pick up a couple things, spent some time there this evening. But I had some great conversations with three of my best friends. Yeah, it was wonderful. Talked to all three of them tonight for quite some time. Let's see. I want to start by talking about my day by saying, here comes a semi. I'm gonna pull right up in front of my car. Weird. Hello. Hello, friend. I get lots of neighbors every night. Okay, where do I start? I'm already 2 minutes into this post. I don't want it to run all night. Okay, I'm going to start with my dream that I woke up with this morning. It was very interesting to me. So, me and a group of people are in costumes, and we're in this big house, and we're heading down some stairs, a flight of stairs. And my kids are with me, but there are a couple people behind me, and we're going down these stairs, and I keep having to turn around and look and make sure they're there. And I'm a bit apprehensive because of that. And we go down, and there's a landing as we're going down the stairs, and there's this skinless lady on the landing kind of directing us further downstairs. So we get all the way to the bottom of the stairs, and it's this big, black, dark room, and you can't see anything. And I end up over against this wall near this power outlet, and I'm trying to plug something in. I don't know what it is, but it's something, and I'm really calm at this point, and I don't know where my kids are, but I just call out into the darkness. I call out for them. I say, "Hey, sprites." They're all, "Yeah, Dad." I said, "Find me." And they come find me in the dark, and I can't see them, but they're holding with me by the power outlet, and everyone in the room seems real nervous, like nobody knows what to do. There's like this palpitation of fear. And so I tell the boys, I say, "Stay right here by this power outlet. I'm going upstairs." And so I go back up the stairs, and I'm pretty nervous now. And I get upstairs, and I find the first door at the top of the stairs, and I just start like aggressively. I'm just pounding on this door. And I don't remember what I'm saying, but pretty much something to the effect of, I need to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you. And I hear a woman's voice from another room. She's like, "I'm in here." I'm like, "Oh." And so I go over into this other room, this other area of the house, and there's this lady in there. And as I start walking up, I'm like, I feel paralyzed with fear, but I'm still moving, and I realize it's just my voice that's paralyzed. I'm like, I can't speak. But as soon as I realize that my voice is paralyzed and not my body, I'm able to speak. And I just mildly aggressively start asking her, I need to know what, when, where, and how this is happening, and what you're doing with these people downstairs. And then right after I say that, I slip and say, "And why? I need to know why." And as soon as I ask why, she starts answering that part. And I don't remember what she's saying. She's like, "No, no, 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 no." And I'm like, And I got these really exaggerated hand movements, and I'm like kind of aggressive. I'm like, no, 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 not why. I don't. You're not going to explain to me why. I need. And I didn't reiterate my question, but it was the how, what, when, where, those kind of questions. So I'm like, I need to know. I don't want to know why. And I just sit there, and then she starts explaining that none of those people. How does she say it? I don't remember exactly how she says it, but she says something to the effect that they are all down there and stuck down there because of their own fear. There is nothing holding them there against their will. They're only there because of their own fear. And she starts saying something, talking about something about Christianity and different religions. I don't remember all that part. And then she starts to kind of make an advance towards me. I'm not sure if it's sexually or what, and I'm not interested at all. I just want to get back downstairs and tell everyone, that it's their fear that's holding them there. And so I leave there. I leave her, and she tells me thank you. She's like, I'm so glad you came up here and asked me this. So glad. And so I go back downstairs, and I'm talking to her. Sorry, there's a cop pulling up. I don't know what he's doing. He's not looking at me. He's looking at that semi. So I go back downstairs, and it's kind of light now. My kids aren't there, and my kids don't even come up again. But there's a little bit of light down there, and I go downstairs, and everybody's kind of gathered around this like coffee table, and I start talking, and I'm telling them, this is why you guys are down here. And as I'm telling them that, this other guy is speaking at the same time, and I realize it, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to interrupt him, or, I'm going, wait, pretty sure he interrupted me, but so I just stop, and I'm letting him talk, but I realize he's just talking about himself, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I think this is more important, and so I just start talking again, and that's pretty well the end of the dream. Yeah. I woke up feeling pretty excited that I had went and faced this fear, and that she even told me, she was really glad I came and asked her that question. And so that's how my day started. Yeah, what a trip. And then I get to work, and I'm reading a book on one of my breaks, and it's I'm reading about the old Grail stories. The old stories, from the 1200s through the 1600s. And I get to a part where the author is talking about, in several of these books, more than several, like a few, many, the hero gets his calling, like he awakes from normal consciousness from birds, from bird song. He hears the song of birds, and that like snaps him into knowing what his destiny is, like his quest for the Grail. And anybody who knows me knows I'm a bird fanatic. I'm a birder for life. I'm just a bird man. So that got me excited, and I'm always checking out my birds. But this author goes on to, cite some old historical and mythological phrases of like King Solomon, could understood bird language, and a few others. He was just talking about the language of birds and equating that somewhat with the angelic realm, getting the higher calling from the angelic realm. And so I was, just chewing on that all day, just loving my birds, I've got a really good ear for bird song. I always hear the birds in the distance. I always see birds. And here's where it gets twisted. So then I leave work, and as I'm pulling out, there's this huge hawk. I'm sticking my head out the window, and everybody's probably looking at me going, what is this freak doing? And I'm like, I'm saying, hello, angel. I say this to this hawk. It's just glorious. And I continue on, and instead of coming to right, I had to go to Gillette. So I start heading that way, and just as I get up to speed, this bird, I don't know what kind, it was pretty weighty, not very big, but pretty weighty. It could only have been possibly a grackle, a nighthawk, or maybe a sparrow, but it was too big for a sparrow. So this bird came out of nowhere and smacked the hood of my car. The hood, not the front, not the grill, not like it was taken off and I ran over it. It came completely out of the left side, right out of my left peripheral, and boom, right off my hood, flew right over the top of my car. And I seen it in the rear view, hit the pavement, and that was it. And I'm screaming, no, no. And then it starts hitting me. You know, I just killed an angel, or an angel just killed itself on my hood. Oh, so, I have a hard time deciphering meaning, but when stuff is beyond coincidence, even if you don't know what it means. I've never hit a bird in my life. I've hit a deer once. I've never hit a bird. And I've always been able to slow down or swerve. This bird, I mean, it came right at me. And I don't know what it means. I don't know what it's trying to say. I'm certain on some level I do understand. But what a day of all days to hit a bird when I was reading about birds, bird song, angels. If anyone can enlighten me, please do. This is a long post, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna sign out by saying I love my family. I love my friends. I am surrounded by extraordinary people and extraordinary situations. Yeah, get yourself in a state of wonder. Be wonderful. Bye bye.